we going? Catch up. Supposed to be one neat line.
Charlie.
You right?
Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie. Cheerio.
Really?
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie.
Hi, TV. You putting us on the TV, Daddy?
These nuts.
Bang, bang.
At this time, I will call on Mr. Andrew Bickerton, the president of BVIFA, to give the opening speech.
Thank you very much, Mistress of Ceremonies.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. The Dr. the Honourable the Orlando Smith, Premier of the British Virgin Islands, the Honourable Myron Walwyn, Minister of Education and Culture, Mr. Paul Hewlett, Youth and Sports, our sponsors, BDO, all of our coaches, our volunteer coaches, all of the teachers of the schools, boys and girls. Let's hear from you, boys and girls. Hey! Good. And last but not least, we're being hosted today by Althea Scatliff Primary School, keeping us out of that hot sun outside. So to Mrs. Marietta Headley, teachers and staff, thank you very much for hosting us here this afternoon. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you. I guess you're all wondering why we were getting in touch with you to start football in September. Because in the last 3 years we've started it in January. So this year you've got a bonus, you've got 2 lots of football, because we've moved away from the January to May terms, because it's been very difficult to fit all the games in with the other activities such as school sports, examinations and so forth. That has led us to some complications, but we've managed to cross those hurdles successfully. Next year, I'm praying that we will be holding this ceremony in a brand new stadium in East End. For me as President of the Football Association, it will be a dream come true, and it could not have been done without the ability of the BVI Football Association to partner with our government. Our government have recognised how popular football has become in the islands, and as a result of that, they made land available for a stadium at East End, which will also include track and field, netball and volleyball. But for us, at the BVI Football Association, and what's important for you guys out there is it's going to enable us to hold international competitions here in the British Virgin Islands, where we invite teams in at under 11, under 13, under 15, under 17. That's going to be very exciting times when you play against teams like St Kitts and Nevis, Antigua, Anguilla, and so on and so forth. Hopefully, in the not too distant future, teams like Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. A wonderful opportunity for all of you young players. The other thing that's happened this year, which is good news for us, is the number of participants or students registering who are now in the high school. In the past, lots of you have played football in primary. Once you've gone to secondary, we lose the numbers. This year we had, I think it was 27 registrants that came out of primary school this year into secondary school, primary last year into secondary school this year. That is very, very good news for football in the BVI. Also good news for all those young people. It shows that football is now spreading and it's staying in your blood. There's other things that we're doing that should be of interest to you, because if you do well in football, right, but you also have to do well in your studies. If you do well in football, you do well in your studies, BVI Football Association will provide scholarships to go away to college. Everybody hear that? So this year we have one boy that's gone to the United Kingdom, And we have one boy that's gone to the United States on BVIFA scholarships. Now listen up, you have to keep your grade point averages up. So for those youngsters that have gone away, they've got to keep a 3-point grade average. So you have to keep your studies going. We've also, for our coaches, we provided a coaching course, a D-licensed coaching course from CONCACAF to try and improve the level of our coaching. And I hope that you will benefit from that. I see all these people disappearing out there. I didn't think my speech was that bad. And last but not least, I'd like to thank our sponsors, BDO. The 4th year we've had BDO in. As I said, they already sponsored the January program. And we had to come back to them and ask them to sponsor twice in 1 year. And that yet again they've come up with a cash donation of $20,000 twice in 1 year. Let's give them a big round of applause. So without further ado, I'd like to wish all of you the best of luck. I'll be out there watching you. Do your best. Play with discipline. But most of all, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy playing football. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Honorable Member of Education, Mr. President, Mr. Ryan, teachers, students, good afternoon. I want to say how glad I am that I finally made it to this venue this afternoon, because when I left my office, I headed straight to the AO Shirley ground. And when I got to the AO Shirley ground, I saw there was one balloon there. So I thought that I got it the wrong day. But then when I got my office, I realized that the ceremony was being held here. I was disappointed in a way because we were not in the same ceremony with the children walking past like I've seen during the past 4 years. But on the other hand, I'm very pleased and happy because what it meant is that your government, the Ministry of Education, have been doing work on the AO Shirley ground to make sure that it is in better condition so that you can continue to train in either football or any other sport, athletic, etc. Which suggests to me that this government, your Ministry of Education, is really very interested in sports for the young people of the British Island. I heard Mr. Bickerman say that the number of students who have joined from the high school this year have increased tremendously. And that is a good sign. And perhaps, in my mind, that had to do something with the fact that the World Cup was held just next door to us in Brazil this year. And that probably sparked a lot of interest. It is very hard to see so many young people involved, to see that all the schools are involved. Because we all know that when children or young people are involved in the age of sports, their attitude changes. That better than they know, and they do better at school in their studies. And so, from point of view of scholastic achievement, what the environmentalists are doing with these kids is something very important. But apart from the scholastic improvement, I want to also say that I've seen progress over the 4 years I've been attending. I'm expected one day that we will get to the World Cup, wherever that will be, maybe not the way, but wherever that may be. So I just want to thank Andy and the rest of the team at BDO for all the work that they've been putting in over the past 4 years to develop the sport of football in the BVI. He has told me that we go from 250 to now 1,000 participants, and that must be good. So I want to thank him for his support. I want to thank him for partnering with the government to be able to fund the sport as well. I also want to thank him for the support in helping us to get started on the stadium in Easton. And he just said that that's where the opening ceremony will be next year. Thirdly, I want to say great thanks to you and the rest of the BDO team for partnering with government to get us this far, and expect as we continue to work together, we'll go from strength to strength, and one day we'll see something like a new Pele coming out of the BVIFA finals. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson, Premier Dr. Smith, Mr. Bickerton, who is the President of the Football Association, Paul Hudet, responsible for sports, BDO, teachers. We are very glad that we're here at the Catholic School, parents, and of course, the young students who are involved in football. A pleasant good afternoon to all of you. I won't be very long because I know you want to get out of here so you can do what you need to do. But I wanted to come by to say that I am very pleased with the work that is being done by the BVI Football Association. And if you want to keep anything alive, it's important that you always ensure that the younger persons are involved in it. And I think this will be one of the great success stories of the football here in the territory. And if we don't take note, if this continues and the football may become the leading sport in the territory. So it's also a clarion call to the other associations to take note of what is happening in football. The infusion of young people starting in the schools to cultivate a love for the sport, so that when they become adults, they will also play the sport and they can also reach very far in the sport. What I want to also acknowledge is the sponsorship. I see BDO and I also see shirts being worn on Digicel, who I believe are the corporate sponsors for this event. And it's very important that the persons or the businesses in the community understand that it's a corporate responsibility they have as well to the development of the country. And it's good when they can come forward and do this, because the government cannot do all of this by itself. And so if we partner together, we can get a lot more done for the country. I want to encourage the players to be a good sport. There are a lot of things that you can learn from sports, and particularly team sports, like football, working together. You can't score a goal by yourself, so it tells you that you must work along with the other persons on the field. And there are different lessons that you will learn from sports that you can transfer in your life that will pay dividends in the years to come. Again, I want to wish you a successful league. I want to thank you, Andy, and your team for the good work that you continue to do, and to let you know that you have the full support of the government headed by Dr. Smith, and of course myself as the Minister of Sports. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson, Premier Dr. Smith, Mr. Bickerton, who is the President of the Football Association, Paul Hudet, responsible for sports, BDO, teachers. We are very glad that we're here at the Catholic School, parents, and of course, the young students who are involved in football. A pleasant good afternoon to all of you. I won't be very long because I know you want to get out of here so you can do what you need to do. But I wanted to come by to say that I am very pleased with the work that is being done by the BVI Football Association. And if you want to keep anything alive, it's important that you always ensure that the younger persons are involved in it. And I think this will be one of the great success stories of the football here in the territory. And if we don't take note, if this continues and the football may become the leading sport in the territory. So it's also a clarion call to the other associations to take note of what is happening in football. The infusion of young people starting in the schools to cultivate a love for the sport, so that when they become adults, they will also play the sport and they can also reach very far in the sport. What I want to also acknowledge is the sponsorship. I see BDO and I also see shirts being worn on Digicel, who I believe are the corporate sponsors for this event. And it's very important that the persons or the businesses in the community understand that it's a corporate responsibility they have as well to the development of the country. And it's good when they can come forward and do this, because the government cannot do all of this by itself. And so if we partner together, we can get a lot more done for the country. I want to encourage the players to be a good sport. There are a lot of things that you can learn from sports, and particularly team sports, like football, working together. You can't score a goal by yourself, so it tells you that you must work along with the other persons on the field. And there are different lessons that you will learn from sports that you can transfer in your life that will pay dividends in the years to come. Again, I want to wish you a successful league. I want to thank you, Andy, and your team for the good work that you continue to do, and to let you know that you have the full support of the government headed by Dr. Smith, and of course myself as the Minister of Sport.
Ministers of ceremonies. Welcome all you students, welcome boys and girls. Let me hear some making noise. There we go. That's the one time you can make some noise. Now you can all be quiet. There we go. It's my honor, and it's BDO's honor once again to stand before you as a proud sponsor of the Primary School Football League, the BDO Primary School Football League, once again. We spoke a lot about sponsorship. I like to consider this more a partnership or even an investment into the future of the British Virgin Islands here. It makes me extremely proud to hear from the BVIFA that there's 27 people who have gone on, who wouldn't have played football in secondary school, who've now realized the importance of football, that they've gone on and now into secondary school and have enjoyed the sport. So that is truly an accomplishment in my eyes that I would like to see going forward, that even more people, that maybe next year there'll be 54 and then maybe 108, that will have a huge number of people going into the secondary school. But one thing that Honorable Walden didn't say, and I think is extremely important, is to have fun. Football is a lot about teamwork. Football is a lot about working together. But football is a lot of fun as well, right? So I want everybody to remember to have some fun. It's fun to win, but it's also fun just to play the game. So if one thing that I can give you to take forward today is to remember to have a lot of fun. So I'd like to thank everybody here. I want everybody to have fun, to be safe, and I look forward to seeing lots of games and everybody had a great success. So I'd like to wish everybody, all the teams, success, and may the best team win. Thank you.
So good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Orlando Smith, Premier, the Minister of Education, the Honorable Myron V. Walwyn, President of the BVI Football Association, Mr. Andy Bickerton, representatives of BDO, Mr. Ryan Gulick, Mr. James Harris, parents, teachers, coaches, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As the minister said, and I'll add to it, I don't plan to be here long. We didn't come to hear me speak, we came to play football. That's what it should be. Let me just very quickly, first of all, though, give the apologies to our director, Mrs. Brenda Lessentai, who unfortunately would have loved to have been here today, but unfortunately, as I said, had other previous engagements. So I am here as the Assistant Director of Sports to speak on her behalf. The Department of Youth and Sports has a new look, a new vision, and a new direction. And what we're seeing here today falls right in line with our sports policy and our youth policy, so we are very pleased. One of the points that was made today is that the BVIFA Football Association is paving the way and setting the pace for other associations. We at the Department of Youth and Sports are very pleased with Mr. Bickerton and the direction that they're going in. And we implore the other associations to follow along. We at Youth and Sports understand that we have a responsibility, and we are doing that. This weekend we have our Youth Parliament, which will directly affect many of you, the youngsters here today and in the future. And our youth policy and our sports policy, which also, as we move on, you will see that it has a direct effect on you. Let me give you an example. One of the things that has recently happened, some of you may realize or may be aware, is that Mr. Clean Penn, one of our very own, has recently has signed with the Timberwolves as not as a player yet, but as a trial for a player. These are one of the things that we're looking at, because we are hoping that one of these youngsters sitting here this afternoon will also be in trials for one of the major football teams around the world. So we want to support you in any way that we can to ensure that you get there. Another quick example would be the Jumpstart Clinic, which recently was held here by Digicel, where we saw two youngsters from the Virgin Islands get selected, Mr. Malachi Payne and Mr. Demoy Hodge. Now understand that athletes from Jamaica, from Barbados, and from Antigua and Barbuda did not get selected. Zero, none. We had two athletes selected to move on to the final. 8 athletes from the English-speaking Caribbean were selected, and 2 from the Virgin Islands. I think that deserves a round of applause. So I'm saying that to say that we want to see the same thing with football. We want to see the youngsters.
Oh, nice, very nice. That's done it 15 seconds. Return, beautiful. Last one. Return. Oh, fantastic, little stop turn there, well done. All the way through. Woo, okay, okay. Ready? Go. Get right up, count back.
Everybody in that line. When you finish, who's coming first? Who wanna go first? Who's going first? first. We are ready. Who wants to go first? Take your spot. Take your time. Go. When you're ready, in your own time. Take your whole evening. I will blow when I blow. Make sure you take a spot. Or when I blow, you take a spot. You ready? You ready? Concentrate. Concentrate on the. You ready?
Well tried. Take your bib off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Okay, you're going to go all the way over to the table and you're going to hand that to Mrs. Bickerton. When you give her that, she's going to give you a prize. Alrighty. Right, you know what you're doing? The time to beat is 30 seconds. You reckon you can do it? Wait, let me get the timer. Go! Back up a little bit. Let me come back to the game. Oh, good. Get your head up. Take it through. There you go. This way. All the way through. Oh, this is good. Do a little turn for me.
Ready?
Beautiful. Head up. Oh, fantastic. Sweet skills there. Sweet skills. All the way through. Right, last gate. Head up. Good boy.
You ready?
That's the trick.
Hey, ready?
Good turn. Head up.
Go.
All the way through.
Oh,
Ready? Stop there. All right, you guys. 39 seconds. Not bad.
Come on, guys. Look. The best way to pick the ball is this now. Take your foot with your left foot. Plant it towards the toe. You see this ball, and then you can follow through with your pass. You understand? Ready? This way. Give him some space. Ready? Go.
Good boy.
Wonderful. It's okay. There we go. Now we're going to play with back.
They're supposed to sign up for the skill challenge, but I've already given out 36 bibs to the different schools. Nobody from your school.
What did you do? My friend. Anyone. Football or a button? What a button? Football, this color or the black?
Somebody from your school already went to participate. What's the girl, Samuel, you said you're from?
You did something? What did you do?
Go find, I don't know if that one is.
Alright, it's okay, man.
You need to go find a coach with the green bib.
What this?
I need to have